People, I want you to listen to me and listen to me now. You have worked 30, 40, maybe 50 years to build your nest egg. You have sacrificed, you have saved, and you have stayed the course through market crashes and world events that would make most people run for the hills. And now, you are standing on the threshold of your retirement, or maybe you're already there, and you're thinking, I need help. I need someone to guide me so I don't mess this up. But I am telling you, if you walk into a financial advisor's office without knowing exactly what to look for, you are walking into a lion's den with a stake around your neck. You are looking for a protector of your future, but if you aren't careful, you're going to find a protector of their own commission check. And at this stage of your life, you do not have the time to make up for a multi-$100,000 mistake. You just don't. The biggest problem I see is that you are too nice. You're polite. You don't want to ask the tough questions because you don't want to seem rude. You think, oh, they have a nice office, they're wearing a suit, they must know what they're doing. Stop it. This is your life. This is your security. This is the money that has to last you as long as you live. You have every right, no, you have the obligation, to grill them. The fear that keeps you up at night is running out of money before you run out of breath. It's the fear of the market dropping 20% the year after you stop working and watching your dreams evaporate. And because of that fear, you are vulnerable. You are looking for a guarantee, and let me tell you, the second someone promises you a guaranteed high return with no risk, I want you to stand up, walk out of that office, and don't even look back to say goodbye. So, how do you choose? How do you separate the professionals from the pretenders? The first question, the most important question, the non-negotiable question, is this: are you a fiduciary at all times? Now, listen to the answer very carefully. If they say, well, we always act in your best interest, or our company standard is very high, that is a red flag. That is a no in a fancy suit. A true fiduciary has a legal obligation to put your needs above their own. They aren't just suggesting something that's suitable, meaning it's okay for you, but pays them a massive commission. No! They must give you the best option for you, period. If they won't put the word fiduciary in writing, on a piece of paper, with their signature, they are not for you. You walk away. Next, you have to ask how they get paid. This is where people get confused, and the industry loves that you're confused. If they say they are fee-based, you need to be on high alert. Fee-based sounds like fee-only, but it is not the same thing. Fee-based means they can charge you a fee and still take commissions from the products they sell you. They're double-dipping. You want someone who is fee-only. That means they only get paid by you. Their only loyalty is to you. They don't get a kickback for putting you in a high-cost mutual fund or a complicated annuity that locks your money up for 10 years. Speaking of annuities, if you are in a first meeting and they are already pitching you a complex insurance product or an indexed annuity before they've even looked at your tax returns or your estate plan, that is a massive red flag. They aren't planning for your life, they're selling you a product. A real advisor starts with a plan, not a pitch. You need to ask them about taxes. Retirement is not about how much you make, it is about how much you get to keep after the IRS takes their cut. If an advisor doesn't talk to you about Roth conversions, or how your Social Security will be taxed, or what happens to your Medicare premiums if you take a large distribution, they are not a retirement expert. They're just a money manager. You need a strategist. And what about the what-ifs? Ask them, what is your plan for when the market drops 30%? If they just say, don't worry, it always comes back, that's not a plan, that's a platitude. You need to know, which bucket of money are we pulling from when the market is down? How do we rebalance? If they can't show you a written process for market volatility, they are going to be just as panicked as you are when the headlines get scary. I also want you to look at their credentials. Anyone can call themselves a financial advisor or a senior wealth specialist. It's often just marketing fluff. Look for the CFP mark, Certified Financial Planner. It means they've actually studied the rigors of taxes, estate planning, and insurance, not just how to pick a stock. Here's your actionable takeaway for today. Go to your current advisor, or the one you're thinking of hiring, and ask for their Form ADV. It's a document they have to file with the SEC. It lists their fees, their background, and any disciplinary actions. That's a fancy word for legal trouble. If they hesitate to give it to you, that's your sign. You must be the master of your own destiny. You cannot hand over the keys to your life to someone just because they have a firm handshake. You ask the questions. You demand the fiduciary oath in writing. You look for transparency in every single cent they charge. Because when you have the right person in your corner, someone who is honest, someone who is a fiduciary, someone who actually understands the tax codes of 2026, then you can breathe. Then you can enjoy the retirement you worked so hard for. But until then, you keep your guard up. Stand in your truth, and remember, you have the power to say no to anyone who doesn't deserve your trust.